Who wants a job? Oh, wait, you all have a job, right? Well, that is not the case in the private sector. According to the Bureau of Labor and Statistics, about 9% of the US population is unemployed. Now, that's about 14 million people. While in the military, we're still fully employed and we're still needed. At the same time, we get into technical training we might need when we retire to become part of that civilian force. Today, I want to talk to you about why it's so important for you to consider to make your service a career. Now, some of you have already decided to stay in, and that is great, but you might still find this information useful. I will start by talking to you a little more about unemployment in the private sector and the benefits of being in the military. As I mentioned earlier, unemployment is so bad that many experts are considering this period a recession. According to the Bureau of Labor and Statistics, unemployment has not gotten any better in the past few months, and it has actually gotten worse, risen above 9% again, as I mentioned earlier. The good news is that all news are not bad news. Employment has actually risen in the professional and technical areas. Now that is us, professional and technical force, right? Well, we don't only prepare ourselves for the private sector. We also get great benefits and a lifestyle and have the great privilege of serving in this great nation's military. In the military, we have a job, benefits, and a decent salary. We and our families have free medical and dental care. In the civilian sector, you had to buy an insurance, which it could take a great chunk of your salary. According to a comparison between military pay charts and benefits and the Bureau of Labor and Statistics, a brand new military member can earn almost 3 times more than an equivalent in the private sector. Private sector working full-time job and earning minimum wage. Now we only pay taxes on a percentage of our salary. In the civilian sector, everybody pays taxes on 100% of their salary, and that could also take a big chunk of your pay. Now that I've given you a few examples of why I think we have it better economically in the military than the civilian sector, let me talk about why I think we really serve. The great satisfaction of doing what we do and doing what is right is immeasurable. We're not only a combatant force, we're also the world's 911. And we provide food, aid, and security to many countries who ask for help from our government. Everything we do has a meaning and is above our own self-satisfaction and preservation. And it takes a selfless, dedicated person to do what we do. We are part of a military force greater than any force in human history as far as I can consider. Now that I have given you a few examples of the benefits and reasons why I think you should consider your service a military career, let me recap of why we really do what we do and why we should consider staying in. Just think about it. You see the grass greener on the other side, you go for it, and all of a sudden it dies on you. Well, that is exactly what happened a few years ago when everything was great. Economies were booming, employment was great, and all of a sudden things collapsed. Economies around the world suffered, and some of them even completely collapsed. The housing market collapsed as well. Employment rose, but you joined the military, and that itself is a great thing. You answer your nation's call, and by that I respect you. Well, you should consider uh, staying in for many reasons, for whatever the reason that might be. But some examples are besides your personal beliefs, you get great benefits. You get an education, you get training, you get prepared and ready for when you retire. in the civilian sector. You can decide to go to school full time and get paid for it, or just pass those benefits on to your children, if you will. Whatever the reason that might be, it's a great honor to serve in the military. As we know, military service is not an obligation. It's something that you do free of will, and you should be proud of that. Thank you.